right. Make sure you can actually hear me. That might be a good idea. Yes, you can hear me. All right. Hello, everyone. Today we're here at Mackinac Speedway up here in the northern part of Michigan for practice and qualifying for the Northern 500. We got one that's not 20 minutes. One 20-minute segment here for both practice and qualifying. So this one segment gets you your practice time, and it also sets the starting lineup for the field for the inaugural event here. Yeah, full-length event. This, I don't know if this is going to be coming out before or after the race comes out. But if it does get out beforehand, you can watch it on the main Racing Guy channel. And yeah, 1.24 miles here. I'll give you a track tour next time by here. Yeah, just got done updating the game probably about 10 minutes ago. So, geez, yeah, the apron is a little bit weird here too. But, yeah, we'll give you a quick tour here of this track. So there's start-finish line. Down into turn one we go. 19 degrees of banking here. Pretty difficult corner there. But once you get it, you kind of get it, right? Once you know, take some practice. Once you got it down, you got it down. And long back straightaway down into turn number two. 3 degrees of banking, if I remember correctly. And yeah, you just kind of probably some good multi-groove racing there potentially. And then you head down into turn 3, 9 degrees of banking. Pretty much just a tri-oval, but it is considered a turn here. And yeah, that is your lap around here. This track may seem familiar because we have hosted a race here before, but it was the All-Star race for Acre, and that's all this track has hosted so far. But yeah, we are looking forward to a good race here potentially. Right now we got about, what, 6/10 on Angelo, so that's good. Anti-wall ride we do have on these cars, so hopefully that's working, because obviously, as you can see, I know it's working if you just like enter in the wall and try to do what Ross Chastain did. Like, then it works for sure. Obviously the damage is working too, but I don't know if you just like full send it in wall pop. I don't know if that's working properly, but it's a long enough race. If you do that over time, you're gonna lose enough speed to where it probably won't matter too much. Angelo down to a 30.2. We're still holding on to a 29.6. That was our opening lap. Yeah, this is it's gonna be interesting. I did say it's full length event. It's not 500 miles. There we go, 29.5. It's not 500 miles because it's the length of like a Phoenix, and the lap times are. It's kind of like Phoenix where the lap times are long, but it's kind of a shorter track. So we do, because it's only 1.24 miles. So we're doing 500 kilometers, so we can keep the 500 in the name. So 312 miles, just like Phoenix in the Cup Series. So yeah, it ends up being about 252 laps. Yeah, it was 252, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, there's that. 29.3. I think the bottom lane definitely is good here, especially in practice when you don't have to worry about practice/qualifying when you don't have to worry about a car being on the outside lane there. Top speed, if draft is working properly, should be about 201. Actually, I'm going to get behind the 19 here and try to make sure the draft is working. Got down to a 30.1, right down to a 29.3. There it is. Alright, let me make sure draft is working properly here, so I know what speed we should be going. It should be about 201. We'll get a good up to a 2. Okay, 202 is fine. Yeah, because it is on half, so yeah, no, it should round up, actually. That makes sense. So yeah, 201, 202 should be the most we get out of it. Yep, alright, cool, perfect. So it looks like we're good on that front. Banana got to join as well here. Practice and qualifying. So we're going to start pre-race 3:45. So obviously, 40 minutes time here. The race itself, we're expecting green flag probably 4:50, 4:35. I do have to do something. Oh, 28.8 with the drafting. Okay, Angelo up into the wall. But yeah, there's a choose cone, by the way. We got that working. We finally figured out how to get one. But yeah, no, I do have to go do something before we actually do get the race started. So now we're going to try to pass Angelo, which, another thing we got updated. We finally got him in his 19 Sonic car, so that's good. Yeah, the apron does kind of work here. I'm going to try to sell the idea that it doesn't, because I don't want cars on the apron there, but I didn't have time to fix the apron to make that happen. So I'm not going to worry about it too much. That's a next year thing, or I mean, the next race we have here is in like October for Otter, so maybe I can get it fixed by then. Angela going to drop down to the pits here. Base speed without draft and without damage, 195. Top speed, so that's what we should be looking at here for most of these guys. We wash up the track through turn 1. Wrap the bottom really good there. Through turn 2. Yeah, turn 2 is just such a variable corner. That could be a huge part of the lap. Banana got out, so that was his first lap out of the pit, so it's a 30.4. But that first lap's usually going to be slower just because he was getting out of the pit still when he crossed the start-finish line. It's like Talladega. You exit the pit lane, then you cross the start-finish line, so you do technically get a lap time there, but it's not really a great test. There he goes, immediately 29.0. There's only 2/10 off the pace. I do not know if he's in the draft of the 19 or not. I don't know where they're at. I should probably test the pit road. That also will give me an idea of, where they're at. I already tested pit road, so everything should be working fine. But, just get some practice, like we're in the race to go to pit road here. So, yeah, I do not know if the 9's in the draft of the 19 or not. It looks like he's ahead of him now, so he's either wall pop to get that time or he got some good draft that first time by. But, yeah, let's bring down pit road here. So look to get on pole in the Northern 500. And, yeah, everything seems to be going good. Now, what I did do is I put an invisible wall here so you can't just cut across pit road and not, take the pit speed. So that's, I haven't told them that, so I'm going to wait until somebody figures it out. But when they inevitably try to... I don't think that would happen, but just in case, it's going to be funny if somebody does go down the pit lane or does cut across the grass to go to pit road and they get blocked off and they have to go around and they waste all the time. That'd be funny. But, yeah, now we got the draft on both of these guys here, so that's good. And fresh tires, which tire wear is might be a big factor here. I don't know how much. I noticed it was wearing more than some of the other tracks just because of, all the turning you got to do here, the tight turns. But Angelo now, 28.7, he's got pole now. But, yeah, I was noticing that you can kind of... Oh, Banana. He wants his draft. Let's try sailing it into 2. Seems like a turn 3 kind of corner at a triangle, but that's that is indeed turn number 2. Oh, we're lagging though, so that's gonna screw over my lap time probably. Yeah. Side by side up there. Yeah, this is probably my best chance to get pole on this lap, so hopefully nothing catastrophic happens. We're gonna fire it off into 2. Run a lane up. I don't like that. Not the best of exits. We gain a lot of time on them, obviously, because they're side by side. Angelo gonna apologize for it. Hug the apron as much as we can. Get all the speed out of it into the wall. We got it. There we go. Got it by 500. It's 28.73. So 28.7 seems to be about the best time you can get. And now all 3 of us are in a pack, and now you get a preview of the race. For free here, pretty much. Oh, yep. Yeah, now we're all... Yeah, no, I'm going to get out of here. You guys can sort this out yourselves if you want to. Oh, Banana into the wall, moves down, collects a 19. And we're through to the front of the pack, so I will be pitting this time. Stand by for, just to get out of their way. I don't want to get in their way of their qualifying lap. That'd be kind of rude. That'd be disrespectful. I mean, I'd be mad if somebody got in the way of my qualifying lap. So, just in case I make a mistake, I'm going to get out of the way, make a pit stop here. Make sure I don't get in the way of their qualifying. I also don't want to give the 19 draft, but, that's besides the point. I just don't want to get in their way in case I make a mistake, I'd hate to ruin somebody's good lap. So, yeah, we're going to get out of the way here. So we reach the halfway point almost. Yeah, you can see we've been kind of goofing around a little bit too. And even then, we've gotten, what, 18 laps in 10 minutes, so... let me see. Yeah, he's gonna complete 18, so let me do some quick math here. Oh wow, 252 divides into 18 perfectly. Okay. 14 times 18, and then yeah, so it's gonna be about 2.5 hours, which is that's what we were aiming for, so that's good. Because I can set these cars up faster than they probably should be going at a track like this, and I can get us some extra, I can cut the race time down like half an hour over the course of the, longer races like this, so that's why for these that's why we aren't doing like the Daytona 500 as a full-length race. We upped the length obviously with the new regulations, but, we aren't like doing a full 500 miles at Daytona. We're not doing a full 600 miles at Charlotte because I can't set those cars up to be a little bit quicker than they should be. So, yep, there's Angelo going by. Just want to make sure I'm not in the draft of the 19. I am worried about the 9. I think he can keep up. He obviously has momentum coming off of that win at Sweden that, to be fair, kind of got gifted to him. But nonetheless, he does have momentum. And we're going to try to... Oh, there. Okay. Well, oh, okay. I'm going to try to get out of his way here. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Wonder if he picked up the pace behind me. So he's the only person to not break into the sub 29 second bracket, but it's not by much. He's only 600ths off the pace. I keep freezing. Yeah, that's what happened to me last night. You should know about it. Anyway, let's give it like give it 3 or so minutes. It'll fix itself probably. Oh, he's spinning. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, got out of the gas. I didn't know where he was going. If it gets too bad and you're lagging, pull into the pits, I'll let you guys emerge, and we'll take care of that. Oh, where's the 19? I should probably make sure I'm nowhere near the 19. So here's the restart zone. I was gonna try to get on the banking, but that's the banking transition, so that would have been a what's the word? I can't even think of it, but that would have been very difficult to get that to work. So it's on the apron. Just pay attention. I'm saying this like they can hear me, but yeah, just pay attention to the apron for the restart zone. Oh, Angelo with a crossover on Banana. Right there. Anyway, now that I got draft, I'm not too concerned necessarily about getting in the way of their laps because I'm behind them. So like now. Now I have no reason to pit or tell them anything because, now I'm behind them. I'm not in their way, Because that's the last thing you want to do is get in the way of somebody's good qualifying lap, So as long as we're out of the way, we're good. How much time I gain on them just doing that. Now we're kind of stuck on the apron, so it's going to be a rough exit. So that's probably not good, but we'll see. Oh, Banana into Angelo there. Going up the racetrack. Look at that. 28.7, 1 wide bottom back. Look at that incredible racing right there. And this is practice, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man. Oh, man, if this is how the race is going to go, this is going to be incredible. These are going to be some incredible short runs, and now we're down on the apron, moving the 9 up the racetrack a little bit. Trying to separate the pack a little bit. Angelo using all the racetrack. Oh, the 9 across the surface, yeah, across the property. Gets back into us. I think he was like, I got bored. Alright, whatever. I mean, I wasn't improving that lap anyway, but still. You must still be bored if you're backing up. Oh, you want draft. Okay, well, I need you to pick up the pace so I can go around you so you can get draft. And you see, now you've just embarrassed yourself live on YouTube because now I'm going to get by you anyway, so. Angelo dropping back to get draft. I'm dropping through the grass to avoid the 9. He's still just going to pile into us for no good reason. Send us around. We'll back it into the wall. I think he's a little bored. And now he's going down pit road. We'll probably end up right where I was. No, not quite. So we're almost down to a sub 20, or never mind. I saw the 28 and the 1.3. I skipped the 0.7 part. And I was like, we're almost down to a sub 28 second lap time. No, that's not true at all. We are almost to a sub 28.7, of which I do not believe we have seen at this track. So we'll see if we can do that here. I'll try running the top here just for the fun of it. See, that sets you up better for the exit of the corner there, but like, is it worth losing all the time on the bottom lane? That's the question. Okay, well that didn't work. Good to know, good to know. Here's Banana. Let's see if he does the same thing to the 19 or if he's just mad at me for running him up the racetrack while I was on the apron. Nope, he's doing that to everybody. Okay. Fantastic. Anti-wall ride better do its job because we're about to lose pole to somebody wall ride. Well, I have it on footage actually, so then I can just say no, that didn't happen. Or, well, no, I can say it happened, but your lap time won't count because you were using the wall like a maniac. Okay, wall popping doesn't really get fixed, and he's into the invisible wall I set up. Oh, we made a grand discovery. There's still the, okay, never mind. Never mind, there's still blowover physics. Okay, never mind, I know what to fix. Doctor gonna join. That's a rare appearance right there. There's Banana down on the apron of turn 1 here. So we get a great turn 1, I think. I guess that felt pretty good near the corner. Obviously, lost some speed with contact between all the contact with the wall that we've had. So I don't know if we're going to be able to get around in a faster time than 28.7. Even though that was a really good turn 1. And we will not. Okay, well, at least I know I got to get rid of the blowover physics in the cars, because I did copy these from Maker MI, so that makes sense. Actually, I think my car, Banana's car, yeah, Banana's car didn't do a blowover because he hit the wall and then got hit in the air, but Angelo's did, so I think, yeah, me, Banana, Bloxy, and Thunder's car should be good because I have us as like the leaders of our manufacturers, so our cars should be good because I copied them from somewhere else, I think, but Angelo, all the other drivers, I think I do need to fix that. Dodge has left, so I guess he would still technically be starting 4th, as long as nobody else joins. I'll say we do not believe Dodge is going to be at this race. He has a track meet, apparently. A non-race car track meet. Which, I mean, that's got to be one of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard of in my life, to be quite honest with you. But yeah, no, Banana's still just going on a rampage. He has a chance to get on pole in one of the biggest races of the season, and this man decides, you know what, no, I'm just going to cause mass chaos during practice. So whether that gives you a reason to like the guy or hate the guy, that's for you to decide. But yeah, that's what he has chosen to do on March 28th at 3:21 p.m. One of the most important qualifying sessions of the season, and this man does this. So yeah, that's the current situation we are in. However, there's 42 seconds left. We're going to get maybe 2 more laps here. We have draft. on both Banana and Angelo right now. Angelo does not have draft. He's got 2 laps to make something happen, to make up about 6/100ths of a second. We're going to be shoving Banana down the straightaway. That's going to check us up a little bit. That's not good. Contact with the 9. He better not ruin my lap. He's going to ruin my lap 1,000,000% if he gets to me here. I'll throw it in the wall just to make sure he does. Okay, now I just got to get to the line and hope maybe this is an improvement, but he's definitely going through the grass. Okay, we got to the line. It wasn't an improvement anyway. Last lap for everybody. We're out of it with the contact there. Banana trying to improve. It's down to Angelo and Banana most likely, because I don't think I'm improving at that after that corner. Here, I'm not going to get in the way of the 9 if he wants to go for it. But he fires it off into the corner. Will it be enough? He's had draft. He has a chance here. He used to stop. Angelo with momentum off the corner. Will any of us improve? To the line, the last lap isn't enough. Angelo, no. Banana improves, but not enough. And we will be on pole for the inaugural Northern 500. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. If you want to see more, leave a like, subscribe to all that stuff. See you guys in the next one. Goodbye.